Hey everyone, this is Dweller from the North, bringing you yet another 9th Age Bat Rap. Now this is 0.9.1, so there are a few rule changes for the Wood Elves, or the Sylvan Elves as they're called now, compared to my last two battle reports. I will point them out when and if I remember them during the game. So this time I'm up against Dwarfs. Or Dwarven Holds, I believe they're called. Sylvan Elves against Dwarven Holds. I need to bloody learn the new name for everything. Freaking annoying. Going directly to deployment. So my opponent got to deploy first, and he deployed all his units. So over here he has a unit of 5 Slayers with Scouts and Vanguard, a unit of Iron Drakes. I'm not even gonna try to learn the new names of the dwarves, I barely know the old ones. A unit of Iron Drakes with an Engineer. The 2 barrels behind are 2 Gyrocopters. Then he has a big unit of, pretty big unit of, I think it's normal Dwarf Warriors. I don't know if they have a special name. His General is in there. Maybe even his BSB. Yeah, his BSB as well. His general is on shield bearers, and behind them you see another gyrocopter. He then has a block of Longbeards. Yeah, Longbeards with a hand weapon shield. The dwarves also have a hand weapon shield, and Longbeards also have a rune priest, and they have a stupid banner which makes them a level 2 wizard of some sorts. And here behind Forest, another unit of scouting, vanguarding Slayers. And this is how we vanguard with them. And here is how we vanguarded with the other elves. Not elves. Slayers. No, not elves. Not elves. Quite the contrary. And over to my deployment and list. So I have into 5 Wild Riders. I can say also if you've seen the 9.1 review, I completed a little bit about the removal of armor piercing on the Glade Guard or on Fey Arrows. So this is actually a list without a single Glade Guard. I just wanted to try it out and see how it works. So you have 5 Wild Riders. You have 6 War Dancers. No champion on both, but no character. And my only unpainted unit in the Wood Elf army, the King's Guard. That's how they're called now. I'm also rocking my general in there. He has the King's Guard, or Forest Guardian Kindred, together with the Great Weapon of Skillful Defense and the Armor of Destiny equivalents. Shenanigans. So he's on it's a 2+ armor save because of the Great Weapon. I take 5+ in a defense, heavy armor. There's a 3+. Yeah, and the sword 2+, and the 4+ ward. So the sword does multiple wounds too, and gives him +1 weapon skill and +1 armor save. Next to them I have a unit of 30, I believe. 30 Eternal Guards, Force Guardians. In there I have a BSB. This time the BSB does not have any magic banner, so it has the Hail of Doom Arrow, Hail Shot it's called now, I believe. And then only like defensive items to get some armor save. I also have a level 2 Wizard in there, which you can see better here. The one with red hair. Yay! There's a level 2 Beast. Or Wilderness. I then have a unit of 5 Sisters. Without champion, without anything. It's just 5 Sisters, straight off. 100 points. 9 Sentinels together with my level 4 Shadow. And they also have full command and I believe the movement banner even. The King's Guard also has a of course, Force Guard as well. They both have full command, but King's Guard has the Woodwolf banner, which makes them able to fight an extra rank. Then have a normal Great Eagle, no upgrades. A unit of 9 Wave Watchers with Champion, that's the only upgrade, and a unit of 3 Warhawk Riders with Champion. So the Warhawk Riders, they vanguarded as such. He vanguarded first with his rightmost unit. I vanguarded with the Warhawks. That's why he backed off with the Slayers on this side. And here is another picture. Stupid dwarves, stunties. So he deployed everything first. He gets turn 1, and he just shoves up a little bit like this. The biggest threat for me right now are the gyrocopters, since they have this stupid flame cannon shenanigans that can just devastate my units. The Iron Rakes are out of range at the moment, so yeah, definitely focus on the gyrocopters my first turn. This is how it looks on this side. There's a close up. It's a really nice army. Love the barrels. They're not done yet though. He's gonna do like all the a lot more shenanigans, but they're gonna be flying barrels in the end. And the units, a bit more. Look, a lot of pictures. Basically, he only had a movement phase in his first turn because not everything was out of range. He does not have any magic, so he just moved. So my turn. I move up a bit with my units. I move the War Dancers so that I don't know how I thought. I thought about like the old gyro bombers, where if you go over a unit and you drop bombs on them. So I was thinking, yeah, countercharge if they get behind my units, but that was just stupid of me. That's what I did anyways. Here the Eagle has support, the Sentinels stand firm. The Sisters just move up, so they're exactly 12 inches away from the first gyro bomber. I'm thinking the Iron Rakes, they're gonna wreak havoc on everything they shoot at, so better something with 4+ ward save. And of course the kitty starts to yell when I'm talking to the computer. Wave Watchers move up a little bit, see better in this picture, and the Warhawks moves up to the flank. Here you can see a bit closer up. Those Sisters are gonna be so dead when the Iron Rakes opens up. Oh, and also, of course, I did not vanguard my Wild Riders on this side, so I actually charged his Slayers. Figured, why not? So, shooting phase and magic phase. I got off Withering on the middlemost gyrocopter, and popped Tail of Doom arrow and everything on it, and with everything, I managed to kill 2 of them. So that's a pretty big relief. Nothing failed panic though. Leadership 10 rollable across the board. Stupid dwarves. And over here, we killed the Slayers pretty easily, although apparently they have the rule back where they, even though they die, they can hit or strike back. So he killed 2 Wild Riders in return. And some friends, I need to overrun. Another picture of that. Bit more close-ups. Let's have a look on my side. So, Dwarf's turn 2. He just shuffles his unit. In the shooting phase, he opens up with the Longbeards that actually have throwing weapons. Which, like, according to him, they take, like, no penalties. I think it's like not long range, quick to fire, not for stand and shoot. I don't know. It was something here, but it's a lot of penalties they ignore apparently. That just sucks. The Iron Rakes opens up. on my sisters. He got a bunch of wounds through, but I rolled the ward saves like a bow, so still two left. Also, the tower in the middle of the board, that's just, we use it as a dice tower because all the dice kept getting cocked on the table, so that's why you may see some a tower from time and again. The gyrocopter opens up. He hits like an insane amount, like 26 or something. Oh, it's just so ridiculous. Still on only strength 3, so of those he wounded like half. He rolled really bad as well. I think he wounded like 11 or something like that. And when I rolled the 4+ armor save like a boss. Of course they're fully equipped. So I think like 4 died. So really happy about that actually. I was so afraid that the unit would be like destroyed. And here you can see he shovels up the Iron Drakes a bit so it gets some more visibility. Stands up the 2 units for a charge and counter charge. And then you see the tower again. Stupid tower. So my Wolf's turn 2. The Eternal Guards charge the gyrocopter. He decides to flee. The Kingsguard charges the Longbeards. He stands and shoots, and this time it kills like a rank. He kills like 9 or something. Is so insane. So the stand and shoot really caught me off guard. With the banner, I can strike with 3 ranks, so that's quite a lot of attacks. Not hitting. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. And the Eternal Guards, instead of redirect, I actually decided to complete the charge because this was not too far away. I think I need a 6 or a 7 to actually catch him. He rolled really bad on his flee roll. And I caught him and reformed as such. So now he can't countercharge the Kingsguard in the flank. He has to charge the Spearman. If he does not, I'll charge him. And the Spearmen are never gonna kill the unit, but they will hold quite a while. And also over here, yeah, big mistake from my opponent's part. He was thinking about it. It just got lost to him when he moved the unit. But he actually showed the flank to the Warhawks. It was not a long charge. I needed like an 8 with Swiss Ride, and I of course failed it. Shit. So I just got over the Slayers. At least that's something. If they charge me, they're gonna die, I suppose. But yeah, that flank charge would have been so awesome. Now I'm just there, gonna have to take it. Wait, did you see more? Nah. So the Way Watchers just moves up a little bit. Sentinels stand firm. I'm still within range of everything, so they have absolutely nothing to do close to enemy lines. They're just an awesome bunker with poison shots. That's it. And over here I use my 2 remaining sisters as kind of chaff / threat / yeah, I'm making it harder for him to reform to shoot at my Warhawks. I move up the Eagle to countercharge anything, or just be there if I find a role for him or something he needs to do. On the right flank, I move up the War Dancers. I move up the Wild Riders. So as long as my Kingsguard hold this turn and and his turn, those Longbeards should be dead. It's like, yeah, they should be dead. Also, with my general in there, I do not think he will actually kill the unit. Yeah, I got off. I think it was the Amphibian Foe ones. The new, I don't know, Turn to Smoke, it's called now, I believe, where I lowered the strength of the Longbeards by 2. And in the process, I got a miscast and Lost the rest of the dice. I got the result where you put down template. I took a wound on the wizard and 2 scouts died. So yeah, I'm buying it. Still, Sanders, that's lots of some points, but they're never gonna see. I'm gonna keep them out of harm's way the whole game. That's what they're there for. Another picture of that. And after combat, yeah, I kill off quite a bunch actually. I think it was like 6 or 7, or maybe 8. He killed off 5 of my dudes, and I won combat, but he was steadfast on the 10 rerollable, so he's stuck. The thing is, with King's Guard and the great weapons, they're cancelling the reflex thing for the elves, so I'm not getting +1 to hit. So, and since I'm weapon skill 5 and Longbeards are also weapon skill 5, hitting on 4s normally, and then he has hand weapon shield, so I'm actually hitting him on 5s. I did not actually think about that, but it sucks to be hitting on 5s without any form of rerolls. I'm not liking my situation right now. Shit. Special Note, since Turn to Smoke remains in place, so it's just gonna dispel it in his face because that's all it can do. And then I mean for a World of Hurt probably. Crap. So yeah, Dwarves turn 3. He charges his general unit into my Force Guardians. He moves up his Slayers on this side like this to threaten the Warhawks. He manages to reform enough so that he can see the Warhawks. So a shot from them is in the front, and everything is in the front. He took some cashes when I shot him. That's why it's like, yeah, he didn't have to do much to reform. So crap. And this is how it looks over here. He doesn't have any. I don't know what those 2 markers are from. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. I got Miasma off in my turn, and he spell ate it, the fucker. So I got Miasma in, but it's gone. And then I got the miscast on Enfeebling Foe. So I was actually hitting him better than on 5s. I was hitting him at least 4s. So yeah, that's why I killed so many of them. So yeah, he has no magic. In his shooting phase, he kills off 1 Warhawk, but they managed to panic test. And with his combat, I still roll to hit pretty good, so I actually kill off a few more. He kills off a bunch of Kingsguard. I lose combat, but I'm still stubborn because of my general on some 10 rerollable and a stick. And over here, yeah, I kills off a bunch of Force Guardians. I kill off a few Warriors. It's so annoying with Hand Weapon Shield, man. I'm hating it right now. And here you can see the casualty of on the Warhawks. But yeah, this is how it looks. The Dwarves turn 3. So Bulldogs turn 3. I charge the rear with the Wild Riders. I was going to charge the flank with War Dancers. I needed to roll a 4, and I rolled Snake Eyes. Holy shit. I mean, come on. With them in the flank, I would just have annihilated that unit. And his Rune Priest with ease. Now I'm still going to do a crap load of wounds, even though it's only 3 Wild Riders, but those War Dancers, they would be in such a nice position to just overrun into the flank of the Warriors or whatever. So, yeah. Fuck. A bit brighter picture of that. And here, yeah, I charge. He was afraid of me getting the Warhawks in. They're quite better in combat than these 2 units. So I decided to charge first the Sisters, and he just stood, and then I charged the Eagle, and he stood, and then I did not charge with Warhawks, so no sudden shield there. If I'm my plan here is I'm just throwing away these units, and that's mainly because I see if I can hold this my turn, or with only one model, if as long as I'm not fleeing or flee from the combat, I can actually I'm keeping him from being able to shoot his turn, and if I can manage that, I'm all satisfied. The Warhawks moves up on the hill to be able to countercharge on anything that's a viable target. Waywatcher moves up into the forest. I'm thinking, yeah, they could be a focus of the Iron Drakes. Maybe not his next turn, but the turn after that. So I'm thinking, yeah, being in a forest actually helps. Sentinel standing firm as always. In the shooting phase, between the Sentinels and the Wave Watchers, I kill off the other unit of Slayers. And yeah, look at this combat. So he like dedicates a lot of attacks on the Great Eagle. He fluffs like a motherfucker. I don't know what. So the Eagle only takes 1 wound. Then that's even the Engineer is the one to the right in his units. The Engineer is hitting the Eagle, and he still only took 1 wound. On the Sisters, I think he did 4 wounds, but I managed to ward save 3 of them. So, and both the Sister and the Eagle stand. So that's awesome. That's just awesome. Another picture of that. And yeah, over here, oh, bloody hell, we kill off all Longbeards except for 1. And the Rune Priest. So the Rune Priest and the Champion are still alive. Shit. And he kills off a few more King's Guards, so now I only have the Banner and the Champion left. Over here, he kills off a bunch more Forest Guardians. I kill off a few Dwarves. He won combat, but I stuck on my stubborn Leadership 10 rollable, and he reformed to get a few more attacks out. Wider frontage. Yeah, this is how it looks. So, Dwarf turn 4. He can do that much really. He has nothing to move with, he has nothing to shoot with, he has nothing to do with magic, so he jumps straight into combat. And in the combat phase, I kill off the Rune Priest and the remaining Longbeard, and just reform towards the Warriors. The Warriors kill off a bunch of Forest Guardians. I kill off a few Dwarves, but I still stick. And he kills off the last Sister. Does not do any wounds to the Great Eagle, but he still won combat by like 3, so I was on a 6 rollable. I did not make it. I fled, and he just reformed. He restrained himself and reformed as such. He's facing the other way if you can see it on the picture. And Woodlew's turn 4. Now here's the glorious Woodlew's charge. So I'm charging the Warhawks into the rear, I'm charging the Wild Riders into the flank, I'm charging the Forest Guardians and the General into the flank. I would not... I do not want to be dwarves right now. Wow. Waywatcher just moves up a little bit. The Eagle rallies. The War Dancer just moves up like this. They do not fit in the units. I'm just thinking, yeah, maybe I can run around a little bit, maybe get into combat. You can see I went a bit further ahead with the Sentinels, moved them for the first time in the game, turn 4. They're still way out of harm's way, so... It's a nice picture, except for my unpainted mollusks. It bugs me so I need to start to paint them. Bloody hell. So yeah, you can probably guess how this goes. Yeah, he got killed. I think I killed I even think I killed all the warriors, and even I do not know if I killed his general. I believe not, but he was still on Snake Eyes, and he fled, and I've pursued everything, and I caught him, so he died. The thing is now is they're standing pretty bad. If you look at the Iron Drakes, he's reforming them right now. That's why they look so weird. But I'm just in front of them, so that's yeah. He can probably snatch some points. So this is how we reform them. He's turn 5. The only thing he can do is shoot. So that's what he does. He shoots on the Warhawks. He manages not to kill them. He kills one, and I pass my panic. Awesome. So in my turn 5, I just nothing could see. I rolled too high, and it reformed so good that no unit could actually see the Iron Rakes. That's why in this turn I did not charge. I just moved up a little bit, and over here you can see I'm just encircling him. Wild Riders to the rear, Warhawks to the Warhawk to the flank. I cannot get away too much with the King's Guard, so then I just reformed more or less, and I jumped out with General into the Force Guardians. Great Eagle moves up, cover or whatever. It's a better picture of everything. Sorry about all the casualties in the picture, though. I did not think about that. So in his turn 6, he did not shoot at the King's Guard as I thought he would, because they're a bunch of points. He shot at the Great Eagle and killed it. Everything that's not ETP passed the panic test. And also he moves out with his Engineer, so the Engineer standing just next to the Warhawk, out of the lines out of Warhawk. So in my turn, I charge everything into the Iron Drakes, more or less, and I charge the Force Guardians into the Engineer. The Warhawk had decided not to charge anything because he was he would get in the way. So I just put him a bit on the side. And yeah, I kills off both. End of game. I'm really happy. Because it's an Astray victory. Actually, white the dwarf army. That's not happening too often. Normally, dwarves is not an ideal opponent for wood elves at all. But my opponent had a really unconventional list with the dwarves. No cannons, only Iron Drakes. I'm actually liking his list. It's a different dwarf list. Of course, their weakness is the same as always. Now, they can actually march 9 inches now, so that's not... The movement is not such a big issue as it's been before. Even though, as a Wood Elf player, you have a lot more maneuverability. I can just maneuver however I want, more or less. When I kill this, as you can see, when I kill his units, it was with multiple charges, and I could just dictate more or less where I wanted to be and when I wanted to be there. But that's the strength of the Wood Elf army. And also, his lack of magic also hurts him quite a bit. I could just... Sure, it was +4 to Dispel with the Banner and the Runesmith, but... Yeah. It's not that much. They should... Can't dwarves take any bounce spells? No, I believe they can. He should have taken some of that, at least to get some kind of offensive abilities or even buff abilities in his, or debuff abilities in his magic phase, just to try to do something. With the magic, my magic wasn't that strong, even though I had a level 4 shadow, but it's still, I got in stuff when I needed to. I got in some withering, I got in enfeebling foe and miasma and stuff like that. So yeah. I think I got off of Wysen's Wild Form on the King's Guard first turn as well, so that's why he didn't kill so many with the throwing axes. But yeah, that's it for this game. So as I said, 9.1. I'm gonna play another game this weekend. Now it's Wednesday now, so and I'll try to be more precise when it comes to the list in the future games. Now we're just throwing together some lists and just trying out some stuff. Now I'm actually gonna try to build a list. Maybe not super tournament competitive, but at least with a thought behind it and with some strategy beforehand. And also my opponents, or those I'm playing regularly, have agreed to give me their list afterwards, so I can put up what everyone has, which could be very interesting now when everything is so new as it is, and to see different combos and stuff that's good for different armies and stuff like that. So a bit more detail from the future battle reports. So stay tuned for them and hope you like them. And if there's anything you think I can improve, tell me, and I'll try to make it happen. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.